Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mod and Slayer here. And today I got for you guys a deck profile that's quite different than what I usually play. I decided to test out Dragon Link. I still really like playing Phantom Knights, but the issue with this format, with like the adventure version of Phantom Knights, is that you need to see going second cards, and Dragon Link is like just overall more consistent than adventure Phantom Knights. I tried out the adventure version of D-Link, but I thought it was awkward to me, and I just felt like the deck was more consistent without it. And like the issue with like Brave Phantom Knights is that like you want to try to play as close to 40 as possible, but then you doing so, you have to increase the number of cards in your deck, and you already have like 5 bricks in the deck as well, and then by increasing the number of cards in your main deck, you're also decreasing the chances of seeing your starter cards. So I've been decided to like place test something a little bit different this format. Another reason why I decided to learn this deck was because of Master Duels. There have been like some locals going around, like third party tournaments that are, um, content creators are doing with the option like side into a completely different deck, since that's like what happened at a side event for YCS Vegas. And so I've been playing a few Master Duel locals these past 2 weeks, like I said I would. Um, but I'm just working on my setup to live stream them on my Twitch channel because my PC for some reason is having issues with live streaming Master Duels. I can play it just fine on my PC, but for some reason it's just way too slow and like buffery whenever I try to live stream it. So I have to work out something with like my PS4 capture card and other things. But also huge shout outs to Toph Cynics and my dude PBS from Discord. Toph has done artwork for me before in the past, like my dueling book layout when I live stream dueling book a lot over the summer, and he helped me with playtesting the deck, learning how to do like different test hands, combos. And PBS has topped a remote to regional before with Flunderies, but he also plays D-Link on the side and offered me some really nice advice. So thanks to the both of them, I learned to step out of my comfort zone and learn this deck. So I'll leave a link to Top's Twitter and PBS's Discord server if you guys are interested in checking them out. Specifically Top for like artwork commissions, and PBS's Discord server to learn uh, like deck list advice and do some remote duels, etc. Stuff like that, just to come and hang out. But yeah, let's go into the deck list. So for the card by card, we got 3 Tracer, 2 Rocket Synchron, Recharger, 2 Absorouter, Star Liege, 3 Nocto, Chaos Dragon Levianeer, Black Dragon, White Dragon. So pretty much these are all the normal ratios. Some people play the 2 Nocto, some people play like 3 Absorouter. I was playing like the 2 Nocto, 2 Absorouter for a while. I was playing originally like one called by. And my biggest fear was like me hard drawing into like double Nocto. But I'm about to post up a picture here in a second where the more I play tested with this deck, the more I kind of felt like it was not that far off in terms of like how it has similar cards that function towards Phantom Knights. And so like Nocto kind of being like a Kagamucha Knight and Upstart Goblin, I decided that like it's only like a 3% chance that I hard open, double Nocto in my hands. And like if that does happen, it happens. And also like I can also potentially use it as pitch fodder for Chaos Space as well. But I tried out like Galactic Spiral Dragon and the Destrudo, and I didn't really like it. I feel like it doesn't like function that well in D-Link. It was only like really like decent pitch fodder off of Dragon Ravine, but that was about it. I found myself afraid to like discard off my Dragon Ravine, sending like Safers or my Chaos Emperor or Levianeer and get those in the loop with the Star Leash to my hands. Hibernation was decent. This is like a last minute addition PBS told me about, and I thought it was pretty decent. It can also work as like decent pitch fodder as well as like just monster reborning your striker dragon and then adding a tracer potentially to your hand if I needed to do so. Master Router is kind of like a silent boots for this deck, so I never felt like 3 was necessary. I most of the time can just get to my rocket cards off of my quick launches. or my apps router searches, so I thought it was fine. I really like Chaos Emperor Dragon a lot. It adds back the Starlight Saferd from my banish zone back to my hand. Then it goes back face up into the extra deck, and really I only had to give it like 1,000 life points to go ahead and go plus. So really I felt like there wasn't really any disadvantage into running it. And plus it's also another search in case if I already hard open um let's say a white dragon and like I needed to go ahead and search off like I already hard opened it and I want to go ahead and search off something else. And I could go ahead and just add the Chaos Emperor and like go ahead and like keep on comboing off. Then we got 3 quick launch, kind of like the E-Telly for this deck, like in Phantom Knights, and then we got the Chaos Space, Boot Sector, Dragon Ravine, pretty standard. Here are the going second cards. We got the Ghost Ogres, the Nibiru's, Ash Blossoms, and the Gima package. I was at one point testing out like playing Valors plus Imperms. Um, but I found that like a lot of people just like to negate your chaos space with Ash Blossom, and I really want to take advantage of that because Gamma's really broken in dealing, being able to get like a free chaos ruler. And so also it has decent synergy with your chaos space in case your opponent just straight up doesn't hand trap you if you really need to pitch it off to the graveyard. But yeah, also really nice interaction with Lancey as well, so they can stay up on field, so you can go ahead and keep the bodies for Link summon plays. But yeah, that's the main deck for the most part. And then for the extra deck, we got the Misty, Striker Dragon, Steel Spears, Quadboral, Romulus, Triple Burst, Dark Tremor, Alkifibrax, Masquerena, Unicorn, Access Code, Zombie Vampire, Savage, Chaos Ruler, Hot Red. Pretty standard lineup. I would say like the one flex spot right now would be like the Krishan Hucky Fibrax. I was debating either between maybe putting a second seal or maybe putting in like maybe the Zombie Stein rank 8 because I was watching Nesh play on his live stream and a lot of this deck idea like came from him actually. But this was like the one flex spot, but then I decided to go ahead and like try to test out Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries because like I had the idea of like if I can mill this off of like Chaos Ruler, then like it'll really take my opponent off of surprise. And then I'll go ahead and like go into the side deck while I'm at it. You got for some basic back row removal, reboot, twin, cosmic cyclones. Um, I don't really think like the discard fodder is that like free in this deck as it is like in Phantom Knights to be running Twin Twisters over Cosmics. I think Cosmic is fine in this deck. Um, I think this was enough back row hate. And then we got the 2 Lancia, 3 Token Collector. I had a hard time deciding between either Lancia or Token Collector because originally I had 3 Lancia and 2 Token Collector, but I felt like, Token Collector was too good to pass up because it also protects me from Nibiru. And then we have the Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries, Doodle Doo, and the Stray Phoenix Enforcer. I just found like prank kids to be annoying because a lot of the times like they're like able to get to like their Brave Engine like 90% of the time, especially since they've started to play like more than one Faithful Adventurer now. And like a lot of my hand traps rely on them like not chain blocking or not being able to like chain block. And really my Nibiru is the only one that like really stops them from like has the potential I would say rather to like stop them from it's like potentially their fusion spell or like setting up like the Battle Butler. So my idea was to go ahead and use Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries to go ahead and stop them from getting a Doodle Doo because in some cases not hitting the Meow it just won't be enough. And then the DPE pack fusion card on the side is for I noticed that a lot of the time I would be able to break an opponent's board or like can trap them quite a bit, but I would always be losing to like the DP follow up. So I figured that if they go Verte Anaconda, they dump Fusion Destiny for cost, I'll go ahead and Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries them. Since Anaconda's effect technically wasn't negated, but it attempts to resolve as much as possible. So they're still locked out of special summoning for the rest of the turn. And so that was my main um philosophy with that. And also I have Christian Hucky Firebrax as a target as well for Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Um I milled this quite a bit in my testing, Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries, but I didn't mill it once throughout this entire tournament. So unfortunate event of where a card like overperformed in my playtesting. Granted, I only playtested for like 3 to 4 hours, but yeah. So it has potential to be better. Maybe if I was like playing on like doing book graded, I tried out more. But yeah, so we can go into, I think this was a decent replay. Want to go ahead and go over. Oh yeah, so my matches for today. I only lost to like the adventure version of this deck. I only lost to Flunderies. Once in Swiss, the Flunderies matchup, and then just top cut again. So it's whatever at this point. That's like my worst matchup whatsoever. So it is what it is. Go ahead, Chaos Space, pitch off Rocket Tracer. Go ahead, go into Striker Dragon, chain block with the White Dragon. Go ahead, banish White. Go ahead, Chaos Space, but back and draw. Since I drew into Ghost Ogre, what I like to do is that if I have like Nibiru plus any other like cantrip, I just go Seal's Pass because that's going to be good enough. And you're about to see here like why I like this version of the deck because it provides a lot of good draw power. And that's the one thing that this deck has an advantage over Phantom Knights is that with Phantom Knights you end on like more interaction or more interruptions, I should say, rather, as opposed to dealing. But the thing is, you pretty much dump your entire hand and just play from the graveyard from there when playing Phantom Knights, and all you like your interruptions are pretty much known. Meanwhile, in dealing, you have a lot more draw power, and instead your advantage comes from your hand, like your draws off of Nocto Vision, your draws off of Chaos Space. So that's the big advantage. You have a lot more unknown factors when you're playing dealing. Just something um I kind of just noticed coming from like playing Phantom Knights a lot about this deck. Go ahead, he drew into the droplet after going for the Magician Souls draw. Gunning's gonna go into Meow Moo, Doodle Doo, bring out water, add the fusion spell. Here I'm gonna go ahead and Nibiru him before he has a chance to go ahead and add back his Prank Kids cards from the graveyard. He goes ahead and ashes my Heretic Seal. He tries to extend with the pranks. I go ahead, Ghost Ogre that. And go ahead, banish, White Dragon, almost summon out Recharger. Go ahead, make Dark, Magician Souls effect, use its effect, go and pitch Chaos Space, get a draw into the Chaos Armageddon, and we just go ahead and win from there. X moving on to game 2. This was my most like tense matchup I want to say throughout the tournament because we were both X2 heading into like round 7. So the winner of this match would have guaranteed top cut, while the loser would not have made top cut because ending in action 3. So as you can see here, I just opened up one going second card, and that's why I played like the winter cherries like I was telling you guys before, because of how well this deck can just chain block. I mean, looking at his deck list, I've seen the base version of this deck like a couple times on DB. Plays more than one faithful. Yeah, there's one other faithful adventurer. Yeah, so he plays 2. He plays 3 actually. Damn, in 60 cards. That makes sense though, because like ogres are around in this format, so you have to kind of respect it. I'm gonna shuffle back with the pranks. Then he has Ghost Ogre Droll, so there was no way I was winning this whatsoever. Go ahead, bring out Tracer, Chaos Space. At that point, you know, just go ahead, try to attack over water. I'm just messing around at this point by using Tracer effect, so go ahead and scoop that one up. Okay, like here, this time I hard opened the Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries, and I was actually freaking out on stream. I'll go ahead and leave a link to my Twitch, by the way, Twitch channel, down below the description if you guys want to go ahead and watch. the live stream of this. I got most of the matches for the most part. I was just I think I got cut out at one point during fourth round. Um, and I just didn't set up my live stream to like the fourth round as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use quick launch here. Bring out Rocket Tracer, Striker, Nocto, Chainlink Tooth. This is what I was talking about, where it's the reason why I run 3 Nocto, because I don't really like playing the Galactic Spiral Dragon, and I really want to protect my Striker Dragon, because Boot Sector is more important than Dragon Ravine, in my personal opinion, especially for the follow-up. Here we're going to go ahead, Nocto, draw into Nocto, fortunate. Go ahead, Dragon Ravine here, pitching driver, apps router effects, go ahead, add the Rocket Tracer. Go ahead, Tracer, pop my own Dragon Ravine, bring out Recharger, go for Pega Ruler here. Go ahead, Veiler, Chaos Ruler, that's fine with me. I still have my Boot Sector for follow-up. I am Dark Locked though, because I did use Tracer effects, so we are able to make a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. Decided to go ahead and make this because I want to go ahead and play around the right of Aramis here. Or potentially even a Mystic Mine even. But I don't really have an out to Mystic Mine. That's the unfortunate part. Because even if I go Mystic Mine negate or Hot Red negate Mystic Mine, you know, it only lasts to the end of the turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to negate the Aramis here. Basically just go ahead and change Droplet to it, sending it. Gonna go ahead. Add the Draco back to Journey of Destiny, Roxy's effect, summon out Wind, and then on Resolution here, I'm just gonna go ahead, Winter Cherries him, reveal Doodle Doo, and yeah, so this is what I was talking about, where I was really debating on whether or not I should be putting Meow Moo in my side deck as a Ghost Reaper target or the Doodle Doo, and turns out that yeah, it is actually, because in case they hard open pranks, then you know they're just gonna get to their Doodle Doo anyways, so you're not really cutting them off totally from their engine. What if he plays more than one pranks? I feel like you don't, right? Because it gets too bricky at that point. Yeah, you don't. Okay. Go ahead and make Verte at this point. At this point, I'm feeling fine because I can play through the DPE pop because I have the boot sector launch to bait it. Because, you know, even if he lets the effect resolve, he can go and pop my monsters here as Verte. If he lets the effect resolve, I can go into like a Borreload Savage Dragon, and he just has to pop it. So either way, I'm banning out the DP effect. I'm gonna go ahead and go Chaos Ruler here, then on summon, bring out Nocto, Hibernation effect, go ahead and add back Rocket Synchron, in case if he has Nibiru. Go ahead. And I was debating on either bringing back out his DPE with my Dark Charmer, but I just decided to go ahead and go for Verte here. And I was like, if he has Nib, he has Nib. Go ahead, attack for game right there with the Access Code Talker and the Chaos Ruler. So yeah, so that was the most difficult matchup, I would say, of the tournament. Rank Kids is just, in my opinion, the best deck for this format. Really strong, really good at chain blocking. You know, last year during the summer, we were just worried about like their field spell chain blocking. And the fact that now they can do it on their first turn is just insane right now. But yeah, so this is the deck. I don't think I would make many changes to it. Maybe taking out Nocto, maybe testing out other various level 8 extenders, but that's gonna be it for the deck profile. Remember, I'm really not proficient in this deck as I am with Phantom Knights. So feel free to criticize my list all you guys want, give me any feedback, and yeah, hope you guys have a nice day. Peace.